Hello, people and Pokemon alike. I'm Umbrosity, an avid Pokemon fan and TCG enthusiast, and I'm excited to give you my first ever list about Pokemon. And as the almighty title suggests, I'm going to be talking about my top 10 supporter cards in the Pokemon trading card game. So, without any more hesitation or delays, let us begin. Archie's Ace in the Hole, or just Archie, is a rather hit-or-miss supporter among the Pokemon TCG community. He's a draw supporter, but with rather extreme conditions. In order to use Archie, he has to be the last card in your hand. This forces many players to use a lot of item cards in their decks, and with nasty item locks around every corner in the metagame nowadays, it's very difficult to keep Archie going with consistency. But when Archie does work, the results are very pleasing. Whenever you do pull Archie off, you're allowed to put any one Water-type Pokemon from your discard onto your bench and draw 5 cards thereafter. This has been used to put Pokemon like Empoleon with the Dignified Fighter ability or Blastoise with the Deluge ability on the bench on turn 1. If it weren't for its extreme conditions, Archie would be a terrifying supporter. Some of you might be asking, Umbrosity, why did you choose Archie instead of Maxie? They're basically the same card, just with different types. And my answer would be, I prefer Archie in the current metagame. You see, in the upcoming rotation in September, Fighting is losing a lot of its support, including Fighting Stadium and Focus Sash. And of course we're losing Muscle Band as well. For these reasons, I think Fighting is going to see a lot less play, even with the introduction of the Safeguard Carbink and Zygarde EX. And when Water has such terrifying cards as Greninja Break and the ancient trait Articuno from Roaring Skies, I'm seeing Water getting a lot more play. Fuck! One of my Pokemon died and I only have one more left with no setup on it. What the hell do I do? Oh, hi teammates! Problem solved! The ultimate comeback supporter, Teammates lets you get any 2 cards from your deck into your hand, but only after one of your Pokemon has been taken out. Double colorless energy, tool cards, item cards, whatever the hell you may need, Teammates will get you anything, as long as there's a funeral being planned. It's like death insurance! Lovely! In the world of the Pokemon trading card game, there are types. And there are top dogs among those types. And in the 2016 format, Fighting was undoubtedly the most powerful type, at least in my opinion. Fuck you, not much. And this was due to the insane amount of support it had. Fighting Stadium, Focus Sash, Strong Energy, Muscle Band, Fighting Fury Belt, and Karina. If it weren't for the upcoming rotation in September, Karina would automatically take the #1 spot on my list. Search your deck for a fighting Pokemon and an item card. Simple, but effective as hell. And being the star of my first proper deck, Lucario Bats, Karina absolutely holds a special place in my heart, no doubt about it. However, she offers no draw support, making her a little bit less powerful than cards like N or Sycamore, which will be staying in the standard format for a long time, I guarantee it. And as such, the lack of draw support and the fact that she is being rotated out in September unfortunately place Karina in the #8 spot. Having a bad start with only one basic Pokemon? Need a Shaman? No worries! Pokemon Fanclub is here to help! A rather underrated supporter in my opinion, Pokemon Fanclub offers a very unique service to your deck. Searching for 2 basic Pokemon, which often will be 2 EX Pokemon, is a very powerful thing to be doing with just 1 card. And since most competitive decks play Shaman EX, you can search that sucker out of your deck and place it on your bench and activate its setup ability, draw until you have 6 cards and cry because you got 5 more energies. While not a top tier supporter, Wally helps out many evolution decks with their speed, as he's able to be played on your first turn or the turn you played the Pokemon down you want to evolve. And the deck that makes the most use of this is Greninja Break. You do not want to be wasting 4 turns just to evolve from a Froakie to Frogadier, to use Water Duplicates to Greninja, and then to Greninja Break to use Giant Water Shuriken. And why would you when you can have a Greninja Break out on turn 2? That is the kind of magical speed Wally provides for your deck. The Queen of the Skies and all things colorless, Wynonna lets you get 3 colorless Pokemon out of your deck and into your hand. While colorless in itself is not a very big thing in the metagame, Shaymin certainly is. And since most competitive decks do play 3 to 4 Shaymins, Wynonna lets you get the majority of, if not all, of your Shaymins into use. And just as I label Wynonna as the Queen of the Skies, Scylla comes in to take her place. With Karina being rotated out, I see Scylla getting a lot more play, as Karina was used to get a fighting Pokemon and most often an item or tool card out of your deck, and that's what Scylla is used for as well. Now, while Scylla does not search out any Pokemon from your deck, getting any one trainer card from your deck is extremely powerful. Scylla is the only card in the game that lets you search out stadium cards. And while not the backbone of any deck, stadium cards help out any deck they're put in, and every single competitive deck is playing some kind of stadium. Being able to search out for any item or tool cards isn't bad either, and if you're in a pinch, you can even search out a supporter card. But if you're doing that, you might as well use Steven. The ancient King of Kalos certainly left his mark on the TCG. It's a shame though that he's being rotated out as well. AZ allows you to pick up one of your Pokemon in play, discarding everything attached to it. This could be used to reuse Shaymin's setup ability or save one of your Pokemon in a pinch. Now, while I only mentioned Shaymin's ability, any ability that activates upon playing the Pokemon on your bench could also be reused by AZ. And last but not least, this supporter also functioned as an unorthodox switch if you really needed it. The smexiest kidnapper of all time, no homo, is called Lysander. Being able to control which of your opponent's Pokemon is in the active spot is unbelievably powerful. While offering no draw support whatsoever, Lysander allows us to control our opponent's side of the field. And that is just as powerful, if not even more powerful, than any draw supporter. Also, as a side note, Lysander's full art is perfect. And at last, we arrive at number 1, and there is no other supporter that I like in the game more than N. Most of these supporters could be used to dominate your enemy and claim undoubted victory. But I'm not about domination. What I want from the trading card game most of the time is fun. And there is no other supporter in the game that is more fun than N. And I want my opponent to have fun too, so let's both shuffle our hands in our decks and get a fresh hand each. Now, while N could also be used for potential dick plays in the late game with few prize cards remaining, I prefer using N as a draw support. While I am a rather competitive person, I don't want anyone to have a terrible time because of my competitive nature. And that's why I love N so much. He benefits both sides of the game. And being such a fantastic draw support, N allowed me to feature a lot of different types of supporters on this list. I love Sycamore, I like Shauna, I even like using Judge at times. But having a list full of draw supporters would be boring. And the last thing I want during a game or making a list is for it to be boring. And as such, I thank the TCG for reintroducing us to N. Now if only the full art wasn't so fucking expensive. Thank you guys so much for watching my first ever video about Pokemon. If you liked the video, press the like button, and if you love the video, please do subscribe. I will very much appreciate it. So, until next time, my Darklings, I have been Umbrosity, and I hope you have a very nice rest of your day. Or night. Or whenever the hell you're watching this.